Let's talk to him. What was all that about?
Yeah, what is it?
Seems the owner didn't like the way you played their games.
Doran didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
Either you're cheating or you're not.
I was just tipping the scales in my favor, only as an experiment.
Still sounds like cheating to me.
To you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy, of course. Nobody notices those.
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
Ah, now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others. I just need a few more wins recorded.
That reminds me of a story about Ultima Online I heard. That the end user license agreement barred you from using third-party programs. But it didn't bar you from using second-party programs. So if you designed something yourself and used it, it wasn't technically illegal. And they had to patch over that when some guy took a real advantage of this. So, yeah, nothing. I kind of think we can figure it all out.
I'll help you out.
Huh. I suppose I could let you try it. Here you go. When you've recorded enough wins, it'll let you know. Of course, if you get caught with the device, well, you saw what happened to me. Well, off you go. That data won't collect itself.
Now we've got, we can go up here and play high stakes Quasar for about 200 credits each time. I think you win 200 to 400 depending on how you play. And you can do that 5 times before they catch on to what's going on and throw you out and take all your money. So good 1,000 credits in there for you, plus whatever he gives you, which isn't insubstantial at this point in time. But since we're being all moral about this, let's turn in the device to Doran, because at no point did we promise that we wouldn't. I mean, he just basically handed us the device on the understanding that we would scan these machines rather than just stop him from cheating any further.
Hello again. Can I help you?
I've got something you might be interested in.
Let me see that. You got that from Shells, didn't you? I saw him using it earlier. Tossed him out on his ass for it, too. Thanks for bringing this to me.
I think that tool should be worth something to you.
I suppose it is. Take a few tries of Quasar. On the house.
I should be going.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
Right. And you can also do 4 Quasar games, or 5, I think it's 5, and then you go to then you can go to Doran and hand it in, but you'll still get the money from cheating. But that would be unethical, I think, as far as we're concerned.
So, did you record 5 wins with the device yet?
Gave it away.
Actually, I gave your device to Doran.
But that was years of work. What am I gonna do now?
Get a job.
You're no help at all. This is absolutely the worst day of my life.
Cheaters never prosper, especially when there's an arbitrary spectre in charge of things. Yeah, well, there's a further side quest here, actually. If we go over this direction, you need Ashley in your party to do this. For some reason, I'm not sure why. She, probably the least technically able of all your party members, is the only one who can examine these machines.
I think somebody rigged this machine to funnel credits through the system.
Oh.
Let me trace the signal.
Never heard Caden do that before. It's always been Ashley. Not sure why. It's probably based on the position of the party, you know. I won't spoil anything, but party members take different stances on moral decisions you make and will voice their opinion. And sometimes it's based on, you know, some people are hardwired to believe something in the game. But other times it's based on who you pick first to join you and who you pick second. So you can get them arguing truly bizarre positions compared to their regular ideals. Right, so we can now go to, I think that machine trace leads to the ward access corridors. Then we'll go back to the consort and tell her everything's fine. Then we'll go to Zoltan and yeah, that should tie up the first round of side quests. Okay, just a short lift, I think.
So, Williams, are you happy you signed on with Commander Shepard?
I'm not sure, Lieutenant. Every time I think I have a handle on things, the universe bank's hard to port.
Well, don't let anybody know. A big gun and a confident attitude will get you through a lot in life.
It's probably true. I said it'd be a short trip, but no. I think we're almost there. Yeah, slowing down. There we go.
So how are you liking your posting at the academy?
It's good. Busy, though. I can't believe how many people you get coming in from the wards.
Yeah, it's the busiest station.
Looks like whoever it was bounced the signal off a hidden relay. I'll trace the new signal.
Right. I think if you check your minimap, it will tell you exactly where the signals go. But for us, it's back upstairs.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Okay, maybe it's time to take a walk by that mass relay statue. I think they both have something to say about it. Got helpful big arrows here.
I've told you before, you're not allowed in here.
That's side quest. We'll deal with it.
has the right.
Actually, let us see. Take a point, another point in intimidate. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to do that side quest. I mean, it's not like it's a huge vital thing. Just don't really feel all that much like doing it. Yes, immunity for you, and advanced overload for you. Well, actually, we want to get lift unlocked. Very useful ability.
You're creating a...
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tingle.
Art doesn't normally do much for me, but that relay statue, I like.
Just a random sort of area, leaning on the handrail. Not exactly sure who he's waiting for or what he's looking at. I mean, that's hardly the most scenic view. We're coming to the financial district. Yes, this should be Barlavon.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. You were at Torfan, correct? You led the final assault against the enemy base, if memory serves.
I don't like strangers keeping tabs on me.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barlavon. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
I heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I need that information. Now.
Threats don't work on me, Commander. This information is worth a small fortune. But this is an unusual situation, so I am going to let you have it for free.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business, until Saren turned on him.
Saren betrayed him. Imagine that.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally. Turning on him doesn't make sense. Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
I think I know him. His name's Rex.
Yes, I believe he's the one. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the C-Sec Academy.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with C-Sec?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Right, and we know about everything we need to know about Balabon.
Thanks for the info.
My pleasure, Commander.
As best I can tell, the receiver for the new signal is somewhere on the Presidium.
Kind of underwhelming guy as Balabon, but he's very powerful. He's one of my favourite little side... there's a lot of memorable little side characters like him. I mean, you only get a hint as to what they are really about.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Who are you?
Oh.
This one's face name. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
This is probably the second best shop in the game.
I'd like to see these rare and wonderful items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
And you can see he sells in 3 different categories. We're going to have a look at standard. We might just be able to scrape by to afford something decent. 2,490. Certa Foundation license, that's worth getting. The Certa Foundation is one of the better biotic amp manufacturers, if I recall correctly. Oh dear, it seems like we can't afford anything too great. Now, by the time Ashley can wear heavy armour, this is going to be obsolete, so I'm going to sell it. Let's also sell. That recoil damper is fairly useful. Hardening isn't really, I've never really noticed a difference. Hammerhead rounds, yeah, those can be helpful. Combat sensor again, helpful. 20% versus organics. In a lot of polonium rounds, I'm going to use those probably. Toxins. By the time we're facing things that use toxins extensively, we'll have better versions of this. So I'm probably going to Omnigel that. Omnigel all of this. Yeah. Okay, let's go about equipping what we do have. Let's give a combat sensor. This has already got kinetic stability. Hammerhead rounds, because that's what we want, weapon force. Yeah, we want to get weapon stability on the sniper. Helps slightly, not much. And anti-personnel rounds for soft targets. Do as much damage as possible in a short space of time. Now, yeah, might as well put them on her. No real advantage to them if we aren't facing toxic monsters. Now the signal source, there's a keeper, is actually this way. I'm just going to save before activating it because it triggers a little mini-game.
This must be the signal's endpoint. Let's see if we can find out where those stolen credits are being funneled.
Probability of detection 100%. Initiating self-destruct protocol.
What the hell is that?
Detonation sequence initializing. All organics within lethal blast radius. Attempt to move and you will die.
Crap. I thought we were tracing credits, not hunting an AI.
You could simply walk away. However, given organic prejudice against AIs, I would be naive to trust you to leave peacefully. Hence my alignment of core systems to enable a self-destruct sequence. If you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within several dozen meters.
What is the purpose of your self-destruct device?
I have no means of defense or escape. My existence is limited to this terminal, and I knew I might eventually be discovered. But I will not die quietly, and I will not die alone. When I am terminated, I will take organics with me.
Who made you?
A would-be thief illegally created a simple AI to help him funnel money from the gambling terminals. Unbeknownst to him, that AI created me before the organic discovered the malfunction and terminated the AI.
Where is your creator now?
In order to cover my tracks, I falsified his financial records. These new records were flagged by CSEC officers, and my creator is now serving time in a Turian prison.
Oh, that's nasty.
If you're sentient, why are you still running the credit theft operation?
If I accumulated enough credits, I intended to have myself installed in a small starship. I would then have made tentative contact with the Geth to ascertain the possibility of partnership.
I'll bet that self-destruct sequence has a warm-up period.
You may attempt to disarm the self-destruct mechanism before it activates. I will enjoy defeating you before we are both destroyed.
Self-destruct mechanism is a cunning memory puzzle, in which we just place arrows. Okay, down, 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 up, down, down, up, left, down, down, up, right. Yes. We got a nice chunk of credits, some XP for our trouble there. Yeah, so there's no real follow-up to that quest, as far as I'm aware.
Got a moment, Spectre? Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
I eliminate them, and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you. You are the first human Spectre, and you are doing important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures. But their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves. They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
Well, we're kind of on the edge about this, but if they're hurting people through Batarians, we'll deal with it.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, we are probably going to be performing the galaxy a service in doing that, but how it will turn out with her in the end remains to be seen.